You know, I'll explain it in the next intro. LOL. Alright, well, to explain that intro, one of my friends told me that, you know what, I should play as the worst team in the NFL. Turns out the worst team in Madden is actually the Titans and not the Panthers. But he told me to play the Panthers, so I played the Panthers. At halftime, I realized my OBS was not recording my screen. I can throw a little clip of what it was recording. I'm a person that whenever I play a franchise league, like I'm playing that league for at, but yeah, I wasn't recording my screen. So I'm not going to count that towards my win total, but I'm just letting you know, still haven't lost. Alright, so what I learned in that first game, Bryce Young is terrible. He is honestly pretty difficult to work with, and I'm going to need to lean heavily on my running backs, and I need to very quickly change what my wide receivers are going to look like. Alright, so whatever reason, nobody likes to give you enough time to like actually make the changes to your depth chart that you're going to want to make. So I'm just going to have to roll with what I got. But you know what? I'm kind of happy I get to resave my soapbox. But alright, so my soapbox for this video is talking about things that, specifically in Madden franchise, my favorite mode, what we had that got taken away. The first thing I can think of that got taken away was, the first thing I can think of that got taken away was milestones. So, like, on the screen it would flash, like, oh, you're getting close to breaking Tom Brady's 2007 touchdown record, or you're getting close to breaking Calvin Johnson's receiving record. And then when you'd beat it, you'd get the pop-up, even though it was really small. Something most people aren't going to notice. But you'd get the indicator when it happened. And it was really nice to have, because it's like, oh my god, my player just got this. There was at least something that, like, acknowledged a semblance of a semblance of a celebration. And I really hate that that got taken away from us. One of the next things I am not a massive fan of in Madden nowadays is the way that weekly training works. I think the idea of getting rid of, what's it called? Getting rid of, like, the team practice where you had to get, like, 3 touchdowns and stop 3 touchdowns, whatever it was. I'm okay with that, but I really am not a massive fan of, not a massive fan of the position drills, because I end up picking the same one every time. I'm always going to pick the one that I can get done the fastest so I can get through it and get into the game. And, like, the only time I ever get excited about doing those drills is when I get a dev trade increase. Other than that, I'm just autopiloting through it so I can play my next game. And my main idea for how to fix that is to bring back the gold medal system. Like, where in the older Maddens, where if you completed the thing with a gold, you could just click that, and every single time you just get that XP because you've already completed that drill the way that it needed to be done. That would be so much nicer. Because I was one of the people that I'd try and get gold in every drill because it had whatever perks it gave you. I honestly don't remember. It might not have even had any perks. But that was just something I really liked. And I kind of wish we had that with the current thing. And I also wish offensive linemen had a a training regiment. I think it's really stupid that they don't. I don't know how they would do it, but I don't think it should have been something that was just kind of left for the whole year. And next year, you probably won't have it either, knowing Madden and EA, but that is what it is. And to kind of build on the whole new training idea, part of the reason why I'm not a big fan of it is because of training camp. I know that isn't going to be popular for anybody that plays franchise that's watching this, but for somebody who plays like me and a buddy will play every single game in a Madden league, and we're doing a best of 7. Essentially what the goal is that me and him both need to make the Super Bowl, and if you win a Super Bowl, you get a point. So I think our longest league has lasted 9 seasons because we just were missing Super Bowls in the beginning. But when you are starting a league and you want to try and get really into the gameplay loop, you want to, like, you just want to get right into the games, you want to set up your roster, do whatever. But now you have a 45-minute barrier to entry. Because if you skip training camp, you lose the opportunity at very good XP. And you also lose the opportunity to get a dev tree. So it's like, I get why it's there, but I think you shouldn't be able to do training camp, or at least, like, leave it a slider. Leave it something you can turn off. I don't think you should be able to do training camp going into your first season of franchise. I know that's probably not going to be a popular take, but for somebody who plays like me and plays like my buddy, it just kind of helps you get into the league better. And then obviously, once you're further down the road, maybe you leave it on. I don't know. That's just a personal complaint. They're not going to change it. It was one of their flagship franchise updates that they were advertising, so I'm not expecting a change. And I'm trying to think of any other, like, real complaints I have about Madden. I guess my next transition for my soapbox of, okay, bring back milestones, make some positive changes to weekly training and whatnot. But my next one, I don't know if it's exactly a gameplay issue or what, but one thing I think about this Madden is that it feels incredibly similar to Madden 23. Now, this isn't an uncommon thing. This isn't an uncommon thing, and my example of this is Madden, or I'm just gonna completely reset. This isn't a thing that is, in my opinion, overly common. Because my main example I can point to is that when we switched from Madden 18 to Madden 19, I don't know what it was, but I felt like in Madden 19, everything moved slower. Like a 99 speed in Madden 18 was way faster than a 99 speed in Madden 19. I don't know what it is. Maybe it was a part of the overhaul of like overalls and like using skill points and whatever. I have no idea. But then for the next couple of years, I felt like things continued being different. Like Madden 20 had a different, like, felt a little better. I would argue Madden 21 also felt a little better. Madden 22 might have been a little bit worse than 21. And definitely Madden 23. I don't know if I like this system, this current gameplay feel in like Madden 22's. Or I don't fucking know. I want the game to feel slightly different. Like, I feel like there was no transition from Madden 23 to 24. Like, it was just the normal thing of, like, Madden 20, or, all Madden was ridiculously hard for, like, the first month. And then they tweaked what needed to be tweaked. And now we're where we're at today. So, I'm just bitching. Madden comes out in, I think, like, 2 months on the dot. It usually comes out like third week of August, somewhere around there. And I want to be excited for it because I haven't been excited for a Madden in a while. Like I've said in previous videos, I don't think I'm one of the worst Madden players in the world, but I don't think I'm bad. I know how to maybe I'm not the best, but I know how to win games. I think that's probably a better way to put it. Is I can win a game when it's needed. And I think some of my bigger gripes come from, at least from my understanding, some of the people that have a lot of control on, like, I don't know, I kind of forgot what I was saying, but I think some of the issue comes from, like, I wish some of the influencers that get to play Madden, like, earlier, like, are quote-unquote playtesters. Like, I wish they would get access to the game early. And I know they already get access to the game early, but I mean, like, whenever development is, like, halfway done, go ahead and start letting, like, people like Bengal, MMG, pro players, like, people who play on all 3 different modes, people who play in competitive, sim, and I don't remember what the other one is. It's competitive, sim, and arcade. I personally, I don't think arcade needs to be touched. I don't know many people who play on arcade. That's kind of why I say that. But you need to let the competitive players playing on the competitive mode see how it feels, see if it's playing how it should play, and then let the simulation players play early and actually use their feedback. Now, I totally get it from EA's perspective. If, fuck me, god damn it. I totally get it from EA's perspective if they're letting these guys playtest early, and they're just, the people that are playtesting are just glazing EA for letting them play early. Like, that's not the point in my eyes. Like, why, you gotta give them criticism, but I just don't, I don't completely see a world where that's always gonna happen. Like, so an idea that I have, is you take the players that have the most playtime in the game in each mode and bring them out. Like, pay for them to come out. They're the people who play your game. Obviously, you're going to want content creators, but sometimes those just aren't the people who... And maybe do a mix of both. And let the competitive players do something like a full season in franchise. And let them just kind of take notes of, like, what they notice. Let them go through an off season, maybe even like 2 seasons. Just let them get enough of an idea of how they feel about the game. They give the dev team feedback and whatever. And then do the same thing with competitive. I mean, obviously, Ultimate Team's not going to be developed, and I think Ultimate Team is dominantly through, or competitive is not dominantly through Ultimate Team. I really don't know. But, I mean, even just, like, make, I don't know, just bring cards from Madden 24 into Madden 25 and let them play test against each other and see how it goes. Because you want the game to be good. At least I would think. In my opinion, I would want to consistently put out a good game, but at the same time, people are just going to buy Madden every year because it's the only option. And plus, with PC ports getting better, they just add mods, so I really can't, I really don't have a solution. I guess the fact that you can mod Madden 24 is cool. And in a way, it brings more attention to your game, but is that the attention you want to be bringing to your game? I don't know. I guess for the way that I usually go through a Madden cycle, I can't complain about the state where I'm at. I'm excited for Madden 25. I'm excited to get back into the gameplay loop. But that's also partially because Madden 24 has probably been the Madden I've played the least since Madden 17. The only reason why actually, no, I would say Madden 16. Because Madden 16 I got halfway through the year. This Madden was the only reason why I initially bought a PS5. Because I'm a PC player now. I moved away from console back in 2019. And I'm just not interested in it. But Madden was the only reason why I kept using my Xbox. So I was on console for a little while with Madden, and eventually my Xbox broke. I had had my Xbox One for 7 years or so. Hard drive took a shit on me in the middle of a Madden league, and I was like, alright, whatever. Didn't play Madden for 2 weeks, missed it, and I, mid-season, didn't want to wait for Madden to go on sale again, so I bought it again on PC. This was something that I have not done ever outside of that year. But then eventually I got a PS5. I bought Madden 23. I had a decent amount of playtime on it compared to like other years. But at the start of Madden 24, me and a buddy were excited to get into a league, and all Madden was at a point where it was similar to Madden 23, where winning was just felt impossible if your team was bad at the beginning of the season. Why the fuck did I hold into the ball for so long? So it felt impossible to win. And then we tried starting another league, and the gameplay loop felt so similar to Madden 23 that we just stopped playing leagues. We have done 2 leagues in Madden. I've only played against my friend 3 times this year, which is pretty off-brand. You've got to be shitting me. Which is pretty off-brand considering I just told you guys that whenever me and my friend play, we do best of 7 leagues. So we didn't finish 2 leagues this year. Or we played 2 leagues and didn't finish either. He's 3-0 against me this year. It just felt exactly like Madden 23. Now, a couple months ago, I would say April, I think is when I bought it. Sorry to interrupt the gameplay here, but to provide context, I sold my PS5 either in March or April. I wasn't using it enough. It was just sitting here collecting dust. Might as well try and get whatever money I could get back out of it and call it a day. But I did miss Madden, and I found out, or I checked on Steam one day and it was on sale for like $15, so I bought it. And to add context to the Madden 22 comment, in mid-season I paid full price for Madden 22 on PC because I missed the game that much and the game felt that good at the time. Back to the video. I decided to buy this game because I got it on sale for like $15 on Steam. And I do miss Madden from time to time because it's the only football game other than Retro Bowl on my phone, which I play a shit ton of. I love Retro Bowl. But I just hope the game's in a better state than where it was a year ago. Or where it was when Madden 24 released. I think I've gotten pretty much everything off my chest in terms of my overall rant. I don't know what else I have. Don't really know what else I like legitimately have to say. I think I've covered most of my bases. Buddy, I'm using all of this clock. I don't care if I fucking lose. This video felt so good to do. I have autopiloted through this whole entire game. I'd have really preferred to keep the clock running there. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what I was thinking there. You know what? I'm gonna be honest, I'm really okay with accepting this as my first loss on video. The reason why I say on video is because when I first came up with this idea, I got smoked. I was still in the low bracket too. Like I fucking played, got absolutely smacked, and it did not go well. There's no fucking way Dallas Goedert's fucking catching that shit. But whatever. Yeah, this video felt good. Don't care if I lost. Got smoked in the first video. Continued playing Madden. I was like, you know what? I want to do this online head-to-head thing again. So, for videos, I am now 7-1. Damn. Well, I guess if you count that Panthers-Raiders one, but I accidentally fucked up the recording there. But that's all I got for you today. Take it easy. Peace.